next part of my video. Alright, now that all the regular cables are connected to the motherboard, I am going to start on the ribbon cables. I have three. I have 1, 2, and 3. One is for the CD drive, this one's for the floppy drive, and that one's for the actual hard drive. So let me sit this down here. Okay. Alright. Let me please put this in here really quickly. It's a little difficult when you have big hands working in these little holes. Well, the same side, it doesn't matter which one you put it. However, it's still a little difficult. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now that that's in, I'll go to here. This one goes here. Perfect. There we go with the ribbon cable. That's all good. Alright. That was for the CD drive. Now I'm going to do the floppy drive really quickly. Let me plug this part and this last part in. Okay. Now let's put this in from the floppy drive. Make sure which side it's on. The bottom is this side. Alright. Alright. Into the motherboard. Alright, make sure I'm putting it the right way. That looks like this. Alright, there's 2 ribbons. And now the last ribbon, which is the one for the hard drive. So the blue side goes over here. Let me put the black this side first because it's easier. Alright, it's supposed to be this one. Alright, you have to make sure with these ribbon cables that the full part is actually stuck in and not only half of it. You have to somewhat push it. Alright, to make sure that they're all located perfectly in. Alright, Professor. Now I'm just gonna basically organize all the cables just so that none of them hitting the motherboard or any of that. But as you can see, there's let me turn on the light flashlight. Okay. There's this one's connected to the hard drive, which is right here. Then there's this one, which is connected to the CD drive down here, and then the floppy drive, which is right there. Alright, so now the only thing that's left to do is to put back on the case. So I'm going to do that real quickly. Turn on the flashlight. There's 2 parts to the case, obviously, 1, 2, and there are the screwdrivers. So that's what I will get started on right now, really quickly. Turn on the flashlight. Alright. So let's get this part on. I believe this one is this side, if I'm not mistaken. organize the cables slightly. Which none of them are actually sitting on the motherboard at all. That don't need to be hanging around. Okay. Alright. Put this here. Total 4 screws. Alright, there's a total of 4 screws. Let me start putting them in. These are for the little holes. It's a lot of dust. Alright, and some big ones here. Alright, that's that. One last screw, and it should be it. And this one had pulled in enough. Right. There you go. There you can see the screwdrivers, and if you look at it from the back, alright, everything is in place where it should be, and there's the Ethernet adapter on the bottom. So now what's left is to turn on the computer and load up the BIOS. So I'm going to be doing that in my last one of my videos. Alright, now that the computer's all locked up and all shut, I'm going to go to take the computer to the other room to see where the monitor is and see if I'm going to be able to turn on the BIOS. Take care of it right here. So here we have the monitor cable. Make sure that has to be tightly in, because sometimes when you move the actual desktop and it's not tightly in, it won't connect. Here's the keyboard. Alright, the mouse, okay, the audio, and then finally the power. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is turn on the desktop. I mean, here's the keyboard. So I'm going to have on my lap real quick. Alright. Turn on this. On the monitor. Turn on the computer. And as the computer's turning on, with HP I believe it's F1. While the computer's turning on, and there we go. There's the BIOS. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, there's the main, there's a floppy diskette over here. As you can see, there's the Samsung hard drive, and then, if I'm not mistaken, this is the CD drive. That's the one slot of memory of 256, and the memory bank 1. I don't have any other memory slots. Okay, Alright, there's the advanced, blah blah blah, power, and then boot time diagnostic. Alright, so hopefully everything is okay, Professor. It's not so old, the computer. It's an Intel Pentium 4 processor, so obviously it's not that old. But that's it. There's my project. Thanks very much, Professor. I'll see you in component-based. Thank you very much. Just to give you another view, it's Jonathan Cohen. Thank you very much.